There comes a time in your life when silence becomes strength, when discretion becomes a defense, when your greatest weapon is not what you reveal, but what you restrain. Let me tell you something. Everybody doesn't need to know everything about you. You've been walking around putting your pearls before swine, giving your blueprint to people who don't even have the hammer to build their own house, and then wondering why they turned what you told them into the weapon they used against you. Let me break this thing down for you. Absolutely. Here's an expanded version of *** Keynote 1. Privacy is power ***, written in a bold, powerful, and commanding tone, without a final closing sentence, as requested. ### Keynote 1. Privacy is power expanded ***. There is a sacred strength in staying silent. There is divine protection in withholding certain things. Privacy is not weakness. It is wisdom. Privacy is not secrecy. It is strategy, because what you keep hidden cannot be handled by hands that were never designed to carry the weight of your vision. We live in a world that pressures you to share everything. Post your plans, broadcast your blessings, publish your process, but I came to tell you, every part of your journey is not meant for public consumption. Some things are meant to stay in the oven until they are fully baked. Some things are meant to remain between you and God until they're ready to be revealed in power, not vulnerability. See, when you tell people too much too soon, you give them the ability to interfere, to manipulate, and to inject doubt into what God already spoke over you. Everybody doesn't need access to the incubator where your destiny is developing. Some things must be protected while they're fragile. A baby in the womb is hidden for a reason. You don't expose it prematurely, it would kill it. In the same way, your ideas, your next move, your healing, your transformation, it needs covering, not commentary. Privacy is a form of armor. When people don't know what you're doing, they can't prepare to stop you. They can't criticize what they can't see. They can't sabotage what they don't even realize exists. Some of you are fighting unnecessary battles because you handed over the sword. You revealed too much to the wrong people. You talked too soon. You shared too fast. And now the very ones you thought were cheering for you are secretly competing with you behind closed doors. Let me tell you something. When you keep things to yourself, you retain control. You don't allow your value to be dictated by outside voices. You don't allow your dreams to be judged by people who have never even dared to dream. When you maintain privacy, you give yourself space to grow without pressure, space to pivot without panic, and space to change without criticism. The most dangerous enemy is the one who knows your weaknesses. The most effective attacker is the one who knows your location. When people know too much about you, they begin to map your vulnerabilities. That's why discretion is not just a principle, it's protection. Guard your plans like a soldier guards his post. Guard your vision like a farmer guards his seed. Guard your peace like a mother guards her child. It's not about being antisocial. It's not about living in fear. It's about understanding the value of boundaries. You are not obligated to explain your next move to people who didn't help you survive your last storm. You don't have to disclose your goals to people who wouldn't even know how to handle the magnitude of what you're building. Privacy keeps your energy focused. Privacy keeps your motives pure. Privacy keeps your momentum intact. When your life is constantly on display, you start living for the applause instead of the assignment. You start performing instead of progressing. You start depending on approval instead of discernment. Certainly. Here's an expanded version of ** Keynote 2. Everybody Ain't Your Confidant ***, written in the same deep, soul-stirring tone, stretched to around 500 words without an ending sentence. ### Keynote 2. Everybody Ain't Your Confidant expanded ***, you've got to understand. There's a difference between people who are around you and people who are asterisk for asterisk you. Just because they sit at your table doesn't mean they're loyal to your cause. Just because they call you brother, sis, friend, or partner doesn't mean they're built to handle your truth. Stop confusing social proximity with spiritual connection. Asterisk, everybody ain't your confidant. Asterisk, there are 3 types of people in your life: those who are with you for what you can give, those who are with you for where you are going, and those who are with you because they're assigned to your soul. Now hear me. Those assigned to your soul don't need constant explanation, validation, or translation. They feel you even when you don't say a word, but those are rare. Most people you're dealing with are spectators in your life, not supporters. They're tourists, just visiting, just passing through, snapping pictures of your progress, but never helping you build the foundation. You've got to stop handing out full access to people who haven't proven they can handle even a glimpse of your story. Stop volunteering the most vulnerable parts of yourself to people who gossip in circles and pray in whispers. Some people are just containers. They can hold the information, but they can't asterisk cover asterisk it. And there's a difference. A confidant not only hears your heart, but asterisk protects it. Asterisk, a confidant doesn't weaponize your wounds or monetize your moments. A confidant knows how to keep silent when others want the tea. Sometimes we mistake people who are present during our pain for people who can process our pain. But just because someone was there when you were crying doesn't mean they're qualified to carry what caused the tears. You don't share your calling with someone still stuck in competition. You don't reveal your scars to someone who rejoices when you bleed. You don't talk destiny with people who have no discernment. A true confidant doesn't just listen. They asterisk cover. Asterisk, they don't leak. They asterisk lock in. Asterisk, they don't run when it gets heavy. They asterisk hold you up. Asterisk, many of you are wounded not because of your battle, but because of who you trusted with your battle. You told your secrets to someone who turned them into stories for strangers. You poured your soul out to someone who saw it as entertainment, and now you walk around guarded, closed off, isolated, not because of what you went through, but because of who you let too close. So you've got to learn how to audit your circle. Stop giving backstage passes to people who are just extras in your production. Stop promoting people in your life who were only meant to be seasonal. Everybody smiling in your face isn't celebrating your breakthrough. Some are calculating your breakdown. Some folks aren't your confidants, they're your surveillance. They're gathering information, not offering intercession. Certainly. Here's a 500-word expanded version of asterisk asterisk keynote 3. Maturity is knowing when to be silent asterisk asterisk, written in a powerful, commanding tone with no closing sentence. # asterisk asterisk keynote 3. Maturity is knowing when to be silent expanded asterisk asterisk. There comes a point in your growth where you realize that not everything needs to be said. Not every thought needs to be shared. Not every truth needs to be spoken out loud. That point is called asterisk maturity. Asterisk and maturity is knowing when to be silent. Not because you're afraid, not because you're weak, but because you understand that asterisk silence can be more powerful than speech. Asterisk, there is a difference between having something to say and needing to say it. Wisdom teaches you the art of restraint. Maturity gives you the discipline to hold back even when your emotions are screaming to speak, because sometimes what you say can do more damage than what you hold. Some truths are better delivered in action, not announcement. Some responses are best left unsaid because silence, when handled correctly, is a full sentence all by itself. Silence is not empty, it's loaded. It's strategic, It's filled with discernment, patience, timing, and wisdom. The immature shout to be heard. The mature know that silence has a sound all its own. Silence speaks of confidence. Silence speaks of clarity. Silence speaks of security. When you're mature, you stop reacting to every slight, every rumor, every ignorant comment. You realize that every battle isn't worth your energy, and not every critic deserves a reply. Sometimes silence is your greatest clapback. You've got to stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. There are people who don't want clarity. They want chaos. They don't want truth. They want drama. And when you feed them your words, they twist them. When you give them your voice, they turn it into ammunition. But when you go silent, you starve their power. You take away their ability to twist, manipulate, and provoke. Maturity teaches you that silence isn't avoidance, it's elevation. When you're growing, you stop needing to prove yourself. You stop chasing validation. You stop trying to defend every decision, every move, every blessing. You realize that your peace is too expensive to be traded for petty conversations. Your calling is too weighty to be reduced to senseless debates. You don't owe everyone access to your thoughts. You don't owe them a play of your growth. When God is moving in your life, sometimes the wisest thing you can do is stay quiet and keep walking. Some of the greatest breakthroughs happen in silence. Some of the deepest healings take place when no one is watching. Growth doesn't always make noise. Sometimes the most powerful transformations are silent, private, and sacred. You don't need to post your process. You don't need to prove your pain. You don't need to explain your evolution. When you know who you are and who God is shaping you to be, you don't need a megaphone. You need focus. When you speak prematurely, you open the door for premature attacks. When you talk too much, you expose what still needs covering. Maturity tells you, hold it, wait, let God finish it before you reveal it. Certainly. Here's a 500-word expanded version of ** Keynote 4. Mystery creates respect **, crafted in the commanding and reflective tone you're looking for, with no ending sentence. ### Keynote 4. Mystery creates respect expanded * in a world obsessed with exposure. There is a rare and powerful strength in * mystery. When you don't lay all your cards on the table, when you don't let everyone in on your every move, when you carry yourself with a certain level of discretion, you command respect without having to demand it. Mystery makes people pause. It makes them wonder. It makes them think twice before they assume they understand you. See, the more people think they know about you, the more comfortable they become trying to define you, categorize you, limit you. But when you remain a mystery, you make it harder for them to put you in a box. They don't know what you're capable of, and that unknown keeps them cautious. It keeps them respectful. The moment you become predictable, you become manageable. But when your next move is hidden, when your motives are private, when your strategy is tucked away, people can't manipulate you, they can't copy you, they can't undermine what they can't see. There's power in being unpredictable. Power in being silent when they expect you to speak. Power in pivoting when they think you're stuck. Power in rising when they thought you were done. Mystery gives your presence weight. You walk into a room and people feel the difference. Not because you were loud, not because you bragged, but because your silence has depth. Your restraint has authority. You don't reveal everything, and that makes what you do reveal even more impactful. When you talk less, people listen more. When you show less, people notice more. What's rare becomes valuable. What's concealed becomes protected. What's guarded becomes honored. Some of you have lost your edge not because you lack talent or anointing, but because you've been too open with the wrong people. You've made your life too accessible, your heart too available, your plans too exposed. And now you find yourself surrounded by familiarity, not reverence. People are too common with your greatness because you handed it to them casually. But mystery raises the standard. Mystery commands that people approach you with intention, not assumption. When you are mysterious, you disrupt the pattern. You don't fit the mold. You don't walk like everyone else. You don't talk like everyone else. You're not trying to go viral. You are trying to go * deeper. * you're not looking for validation. You're rooted in purpose. You're not chasing applause. You're moving with clarity. That mystery makes people study you, not scroll past you. It makes them lean in, not look away. Even Jesus moved in mystery. He would heal in silence. He would perform miracles and then tell people not to speak of it. Why? Because he understood that divine power doesn't need public proof. Heaven's authority doesn't need earthly advertisement. The more you grow in purpose, the more you'll realize that mystery is not a weakness. It is divine strategy. When you keep some things concealed, you protect the purity of your process and the strength of your assignment.